The latest US-backed ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas have failed, raising concerns about regional stability. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said that the US is still working with Israeli officials to secure a ceasefire. Meanwhile, tensions have surged with Hezbollah's attack on Israel and Iran's claim of a shift in strategic balance.
The latest US-backed ceasefire negotiations between Israel and Hamas have failed after Hamas rejected Israel's new conditions. This setback has raised concerns about regional stability and the effectiveness of international mediation. Reacting to this, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan has said that the US is maintaining contact with the Israeli officials and continues working towards a ceasefire deal in Cairo.
What I believe now is that it is incumbent on all parties in the region to work towards de-escalation and stability. And so we are feverishly working in Cairo as we speak with our team and the teams of the other mediators, as well as with the Israelis, to get to a ceasefire and hostage deal along the framework that President Biden laid out, to get calm between Israel and along that border between Israel and Lebanon, and ultimately to get to a broader circumstance of regional stability. And of course, we think that a part of that is a credible path to a two-state solution for the Palestinian people as well.
Meanwhile, tensions flared up beyond Gaza after an attack by Hezbollah on Sunday, which caught Israeli forces off guard. Israel maintains that it preemptively acted to thwart the assault. On Monday, Iran claimed that Israel's deterrent power has been undermined and the strategic balance in the region has shifted against it. After this major missile exchange, many Lebanese are feeling somber and are hopeful for a peace deal.
People are relieved a bit because they took a breather after this attack. We hope that something good will happen, to have some commercial activity and for the situation to improve. Our only hope is that there will be a ceasefire so that we can be done with the war in Gaza and here, for people to relax more.
In central Gaza, Israel has issued additional evacuation orders for residents of Deir al-Balah. Many families and patients are now evacuating Al-Aqsa Hospital, which had been a shelter for both residents and displaced people. With concerns over a wider conflict in West Asia that prompted international airlines to suspend flights to the region or to avoid the affected airspace, the situation remains precarious. Rabindra Chauhan for DD India.
And Sarah Coates now joins us from Tel Aviv. Sarah, with no breakthrough in ceasefire talks in Cairo and Iran saying that retaliation against Israel is inevitable, are there fears that hostilities could escalate further and the scale of the conflict could widen too?
There are certainly fears that hostilities could escalate further, and this is why a ceasefire is being seen as so crucial. Now, as we go to air, red alert sirens are ringing out in northern Israel, while the Israeli military's been carrying out fresh strikes in southern Lebanon, saying that it's targeting Hezbollah infrastructure like weapons storage facilities. So certainly no let-up of hostilities. And also we do need to remember that there's still this threat looming from the Iranians over the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh. He was the head of Hamas's Politburo. And there is a lot of blame being put on Israel for that killing, although Israel has not actually come out to claim it. Now, the Iranians have said today that the response will be definite, it will be calculated, adding from the Foreign Ministry that while Iran doesn't seek to increase tensions, it is not afraid of it. So certainly, once again, the ceasefire is being seen as crucial. Really, the only optimism that we are hearing in terms of getting a deal across the line is from the United States, with very low-level negotiations continuing throughout the course of this week.
Also, Sarah, there are reports that in Sunday's attack, Hezbollah had intended to target the headquarters of two intelligence agencies, Mossad and 8200 in Tel Aviv. What are you picking up on that?
Well, Hezbollah did actually target that very strategic centre. It's very close to where I am. It's in Herzliya, not far from Tel Aviv. In addition to that, Hezbollah says it also shot rockets and drones at some 12 other army bases in the north. So once again, a ceasefire is being seen as crucial to bring down these tensions in the region. We do need to remember what we've been hearing from that group based in Lebanon, that it will continue to fire rockets at Israel as long as there is no ceasefire in place. Now, also, there is a lot of pressure on the Israeli government to actually restore the security situation in Israel's north. More than 60,000 internally displaced Israelis, they have not been able to go home now for more than 10 months. And they are furious with the government, while a number of these regional councils in the north, they've actually put out a statement saying they've completely cut off communication with the Israeli government, including the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, basically saying that they've been abandoned.
Leave it at that. Sarah Coates reporting from Tel Aviv.